Good morning, good morning, good morning. Well, it ain't actually morning for me. It's in the evening. I figured I would go ahead and make this video for y'all guys today because I'm not feeling too good. I'm actually getting sick. You could probably hear it in my voice. So it's evening time on Monday, so this video will be coming out Tuesday. But I figured I'd go ahead and make it just in case I didn't feel real good in the morning. But man, it's been busy around here. I actually took some time off this weekend. I didn't really do a whole lot of hard laboring out in the heat just because I kind of felt sick and kind of felt everything starting to kind of hit me. And so I tried to listen to my body and take it easy, but it still came on strong. So I'm guessing that it's just because I'm in a new place, Arkansas, a whole lot of new stuff. I haven't really had allergies and stuff like that in my life. It's not something that I've kind of had to deal with, but I think with a new place, it's just kind of getting used to it. I seem to be catching every single thing that comes through, it seems like. But it is what it is. It hasn't took me completely out yet. Me and Eclipse is actually on a walk. Say hi, Eclipse. Eclipse. Say hey. So yeah, we're taking a walk. We're gonna go check one of the trail cams. It is so peaceful at this time in the evening. I love it. It's not too hot. And as long as you stay in the shade and stuff, it's actually really, really nice. And I know you guys like going on the little field trips with me, so I figured I'd take y'all on this walk with me. I do want to give a special shout out to, I think it's Nancy from Nevada. Nancy from Nevada has been going through all of my channels. Come On Homesteading, Come On Keeping It Real, and Fired Up Friday. And she has been watching every single one of my videos from the very beginning of my journey on YouTube on, and has been commenting on every single one. So I wanted to take this time and to give a special shout out to you, Nancy, and say thank you so much for the support. I really, really appreciate it. It means a ton to me whenever you do that. It shows to me that you care, that you're really invested in my journey, and which makes it so important to me. I really appreciate that. And also it gives you a good perspective of who I am and kind of what led me to where I am today. So if you're new to the channel and you haven't went back and watched some of my earlier videos on Come On Homesteading, go ahead and do that. That's a good way to kind of get to know how I ended up in Arkansas, because it's been quite the journey. I'm not gonna lie. I wasn't expecting it myself. Everything just kind of happened. I mean, basically I've lived in 3 states in 10 months. It's a year now. But yeah, I moved to 3 states in 10 months. I started in Florida on a homestead in Florida after my divorce with raw land, and was building a homestead in Florida. And then things happened and I needed a change. I needed to get away, and I got the opportunity there in Texas to take a high-level IT position there to help my resume. So I went to the city for a while thinking that I'd be able to make it for a year or two in the city. Well, that didn't happen. I made it 10 months. And then everything kind of happened, and I ended up here on Come On Mountain in Arkansas, where I am finally happy. So, and also if you want a good laugh, because every once in a while I go back and look at some of my beginning videos as well. My journey on YouTube when I first started, which I'm sure every YouTuber has this story of how different they are on camera and their editing and everything else. When I first started, it was like I was waiting on somebody to tell me to speak. You know, now I'm very natural in front of the camera. When the camera comes on, it's just like talking to friends. But it hasn't always been that way. It is crazy. So yeah, it's worth kind of going back and checking and just kind of checking out the journey. And also there's quite a few really cool build projects on there. I did a predator proof chicken coop because my homestead in Florida was backed up to a swamp. We had a lot of predators, bears, alligators, raccoons, all kinds of stuff that wanted to get my chickens and goats. And so I did a really nice goat enclosure and a predator-proof chicken coop. I called it Egg Quentin. Wasn't nobody getting my chickens. Everybody loves chickens, including all the predators, but they wasn't getting none of my chickens. I've never had a chicken loss by a predator, and it was a really cool build. And plus, I was in the middle when I left of building an outdoor kitchen and food processing area and an outdoor walk-in cooler. I didn't get to finish it before I left, but that building right there, that was predator proof, apocalypse proof, hurricane proof, tornado proof, fire proof. That joker was one heck of a building. But yeah, so if you want to know more about me and kind of my journey and kind of what brought me here to Arkansas, definitely take the time to go back and watch those videos and leave a comment. Let me know you're doing it. It means a ton to me. And I love to get your reaction on the journey that I've been on and my growth and self-growth over my YouTube journey here and life. Also, Fired Up Friday. I ended up putting out an extra Fired Up Friday this past week with leftovers from what I actually filmed for this coming up Friday's Fired Up Friday. Y'all do not want to miss the Fired Up Friday that's coming up this week. It is one of the best recipes that I've came up with so far for pork tenderloin. I always try something different, and this one was definitely different, and oh my God, it was so mouth-watering and unbelievable. But I ended up taking the leftovers and scraps and stuff that I had from that cook and made breakfast tacos with the beef tenderloin. It turned out good, so I gave a little extra video. I think that's something I'm going to start doing from time to time, because I'm only planning on posting on Fired Up Friday right now with my schedule on Fridays. But when I have leftovers and stuff like that, I'm going to do a little leftover series of what you can do with leftovers. Different little recipes and stuff that I come up with. There's no set plan on it. I try to be creative in the kitchen just like I am on the homestead. I just try things, and if it works, it works. Somebody's having fun. Look, it flips. What are you doing? Are you exploring? I felt it was important to take her for a walk with the cats and stuff there at the homestead. You know, I got to watch her a little bit closer, so I figured I would go do some one-on-one little father-daughter time with Eclipse and take her for a little walk this evening. So it's cool. She enjoys it. She is a husky. She likes to roam. She likes to run. She likes to play. So yeah, definitely go check out Fired Up Friday. Also, I will start moving over a lot of the Fired Up Fridays that I did on the main channel, Come On Homesteading, to the Fired Up Friday channel. That way that everything's kind of in one place. And also, I looked at the analytics yesterday, and Fired Up Friday has got half the watch time that it needs to get monetized. We are at like 2,000 watch hours. We need 2,000 more to get monetized, which would be awesome to get that channel monetized. It would definitely help with me buying ingredients and stuff like that for the channel, because everything costs money right now, and groceries is pretty expensive too, especially whenever you're cooking a lot of those big cuts of meat and stuff. They are proud of it. The prices of ribs right now, I love barbecue ribs. I cook ribs all the time, and man, the cost of ribs nowadays is freaking insane. It is insane. Let me show y'all some views. This is the power easement, and it is covered with briars right now, which y'all will see on the video coming out tomorrow, which is actually today for y'all. I do some stuff back here in this area. We go over all kinds of stuff that's taking place here on the homestead, and it's a real good video. It's about a 30-minute video. I think it turned out real good. It gets a little bit more in depth about the thought process and stuff that I got going on here with all the big changes coming to the cabin. And I don't know if I addressed this or not since the premiere video came out. If you have not watched that premiere, it was a beast of an edit. It took me 7.5 to 8 hours to edit. It ended up being an hour long of the outdoor kitchen project. That was a huge project. It took me 2 weeks over multiple days. Where does she look at her? I think she's hunting. She smells something. What do you smell, Eclipse? But it was a beast of an edit and a beast of a project, but it turned out amazing. I mean, that is by far my favorite spot at the cabin now. The hummingbirds are steady there every morning. It started out like one hummingbird. Now there's like 4 or 5 that come every morning. And I just love it. I think it turned out great. A lot of people have asked, why not put mulch down and stuff like that with the rocks? And if you watched at the beginning of the video, all the stuff that came off the roof and stuff, which is pretty much like mulch, is up underneath the landscape fabric, which will hold the moisture up underneath that landscape fabric and help keep the plants watered throughout these hot days. And also, come on guys, come on. I got a million comments telling me that I need to water the plants. Just because I didn't put me watering the plants after I planted them in the video, for some reason, thousands of people thought that I didn't water the plants. Please give me more credit than that. I know whenever you plant plants that you've got to water them. You've got to water them well and keep them watered so they can take root and everything. But not everything can always make the video edits. There's so much stuff that I film that never make it into the videos. If I put everything in the videos, all of my videos would be like a motion picture. It would be like a 3-hour video, every single video, because I record off 5 cameras and I record a ton to make these videos. That's what makes the editing so challenging, because I love to get a lot of different perspectives and angles and footage for you guys and try to make the best video that I could possibly make for y'all. And I also try to push my limits every single video. I've been doing it for 2 years now, that every video I try to add something new. I try to add a different tweak, whether it be a different transition or different music or a different fade or you know, just a different format. You know, I try to mix it up. I don't like to keep it standard throughout. I like to you know, give y'all a good product, and it's very important to me, and I take a lot of pride in it. So I can't put everything in the videos. I just can't. It's just, I mean, I could, but I seriously doubt y'all would sit there and watch a 3-hour movie 2 times a week. Nor do I have time to edit a 3-hour movie 2 times a week on the main channel. Because right now, with Fired Up Friday, this channel, Come On Keeping It Real, and Come On Homesteading, I am now putting out 8 videos a week, plus a live, plus work full-time, and plus do all these projects here on the cabin. And that is a lot of work for one person, a whole lot of work. I love it. It's a work of passion for me, so I don't mind it, but it's a lot. And until I decide to go full-time YouTube, there's not really much more I can do besides that. Also, with the video coming out today at 11, I don't know if this video right here will make it out by 11 for y'all tomorrow, but it might. But if not, definitely go check out Come On Homesteading's new video. It talks a lot about the thought process and stuff of the project coming up, the renovation coming up, and all the little things that's kind of got to happen before we can actually kick that off. I know a lot of people want me to start right now. They're telling me, get in the woods, start cutting trees, start getting things dried out, and I want to, trust me, but there's a lot of stuff that I got to take care of first. And I am very particular in organization and not rushing into things and kind of having stuff set before I actually get going. I think it saves time in the long run. And there's a lot of odds and ends stuff that's got to take place before I can crank that sawmill up and start. Yeah, I could crank it up right now and use it, but I could probably mill for 1 or 2 days. There's not many blades and stuff with it, and I can't really mill what I want to mill right now for the trees that I've already got taken down. So I got to get it set up properly, and then I'll start milling. I will not let, the handful of people that think I should, do it right now and think I'm crazy for not doing it right now dictate the schedule that I got to keep. I am comfortable in the cabin right now. Really, honestly, the most important thing for me is to get the indoor bathroom done, which has really nothing to do with the sawmill, and kind of get indoor plumbing and a kitchen sink. Once I get that, I'm comfortable in that cabin for 3 years if I wanted to be. But we'll get to it. But I think I'm going to go ahead and call it. The voice is starting to go out a little bit. Wide open. She is having fun. I do want to show y'all one more thing before I get off here on our little field trip. I think the trees out here are gorgeous. Look at that nice cedar right there. There's so many different hardwoods and cedars and pines and stuff out here. I can't wait to clear out a lot of this undergrowth. I'm going to keep a lot of the big trees because this side over here is where the Airbnb is going to be. All along here. And my homestead is over here on the other side of that. But a lot of this little stuff right here I'm going to clear out so I can get some grass growing. Keep a lot of these big old nice shade trees. It will end up being gorgeous. As soon as I get that backhoe off the tractor, we'll be there. But look at this big old dead pine tree that I got to deal with. It is huge. It's got a lot of widow makers. Look at this. That joker is a monster. And I don't know if I can get a good angle to actually show exactly how big this thing is. But I don't even have a saw big enough to cut this joker. Look how big and thick that is. Look at that. That's insane. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get a bigger saw to take that one down, but I'm gonna have to do something with it because it's right here at my drive. And that's a widowmaker waiting to happen. But I think we're gonna go ahead and call it. Hopefully I'm feeling better tomorrow. And my voice will be a little better for you guys. Eclipse is heading back to the cabin wide open. I think she's ready to go as well. But until we see each other again, guys, hey, come on, keep it real.